Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Final Fantasy draft here on the channel. This is quite a strong pack. The rare, however, is a miss. It just, the fact that it doesn't boost stats on its own is a big liability for this card, so don't put this one in your deck. However, Adelbear Steiner is a great card. The Ilmeg Pixie is a great card. The Vanille is a great card. So those are three really good uncommons in this pack. And then in the commons, there's Ice Magic, which is one of the better blue commons. There's Vane's Treachery, which is one of the better black commons. And Suplex. So like 3 removal spells at common, and then like 3 powerful creatures at uncommon. So it's a really tricky pick. I think Adelbear is a really nice card. It does lean towards some decks that I don't always love drafting, like red-white equipment, which is a solid deck, but I'd rather make sure it's open. Ilmeg is nice as well. I like Vanille a lot. I'm going to take... Yeah, I'm going to take the Vanille. I think it's very powerful value card. Fits into a lot of good strategies. That pack, however, was so strong that I wouldn't fault someone for taking pretty much any of the cards I highlighted. Like, Ilmeg Pixie's totally solid. Adelbear totally solid. I just think Vanille is a very strong card. Now, in this pack, there's a couple blue cards to follow up. Dreams of Laguna, Sahagin, both nice options. There's also Call the Mountain Chocobo as another 4-drop. Travel the Overworld can be good for some decks. I don't like second picking it, though. Summon Esperama can be okay. Zidane is a very strong card, but requires multiple colors. I think I'm going to take the Dreams of Laguna. I found myself wanting this card more and more. Sahagin's nice, but it fits better into certain decks, and Dreams of Laguna is really good in any blue deck. So, like, if I play blue-green, I'll be happy to have this card. It's one of those ones that helps you avoid getting mana screwed and mana flooded at the same time. Second picking, it's a bit aggressive, but this pack, I think it's roughly equivalent to the other cards in this pack, and yeah. Okay, Shintoto Querson. So Diabolic Intent. Not my favorite card. Sack a creature, search for a card. Here there is Ice Magic. Final Days is a card I've gone down on. White might be open. We're seeing Ambrosia, which is always a good card, and Renoa. Cornered by Black Mages can be pretty good. I think Ambrosia is the best card and most flexible. Final Days can be really good in the right deck. If White's open, I'll love to have this card. Getting this to follow up the Dreams of Laguna is nice, though. I'm going to take Ice Magic. I think it's a really strong card, really flexible. I'm always happy to have it. Third picking, it's about where I'd expect to get it a lot of the time these days. And then I think I would go Ambrosia second. Also because I already have the Dreams of Laguna. They play well together. Because you can hold up your mana, and if they don't play anything to Ice Magic, then you're chilling. Now there's another Dreams of Laguna. There's also Cargo Ship, Paladin's Arms. This pack is pretty weak, though. Shinra Reinforcements. White might be a good thing to pair with blue. Paladin's Arms can be good, but I just get another Dreams. 2 Dreams is probably near my peak of how many I'd want to play, but wow. This is a crazy pack. There's another Vanille. There's a Vane's Treachery. There's a Demon Wall. Retrieve the Esper. White Mage's Staff. And a Town Greeter. Vanille pick 5 is crazy, because I was willing to first pick that card. But what plays best with my Dreams of Laguna Ice Magic plan is the question. Tricky pick. I think I'm going to take Vane's Treachery. Get a little kill spell. Green hasn't seemed crazy open other than that one pack, which could easily be an anomaly. Here we get a Dark Knight's Greatsword. There's also a Farseek, which I don't love playing. Blazing Bomb. Yeah, we'll take the Greatsword and see if we can make that do something. Lightning Bolt, eh? Pick 7 Lightning Bolt is crazy. That's a bit of a signal. There's also Call the Mountain Chocobo in the pack still. Dreams of Laguna number 3 isn't as big of a priority. Cornered by Black Mages can be pretty good. I don't love it in blue-black because you want to be playing like Stuck in Summoner Sanctums and Sleep Magics, which are non-bows. I think we have to take the Bolt, though. We're getting pick 7 Bolt. Who knows what's going to happen after that. Now I'll take Lunatic Pandora. I think Phaidon's also fine, but I'd rather just... Quero could also be an option. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Pandora. Sometimes you get the Surveil guy. You just are happy to have one of those. Wow. Vane's Treachery wheeled. So did Suplex. What do I even take here? I'm going to take the Suplex. We got to pick 7 Lightning Bolt. We can play blue-red maybe. Call the Mountain Chocobo wheeled. Summon Esperama is also fine, but I think Call the Mountain Chocobo is better. Because this thing eventually, like, will die. And Call the Mountain Chocobo is just perfect for triggering all your stuff. Now we get another Call the Mountain Chocobo. We read the signals. We were patient. And now we get to reap the rewards. Maybe I was supposed to just take the Ilmeg Pixie pack one, pick one. Sure, they were more likely to be black than green at this point. Black, red land. Oh my gosh, well. This is tricky. Black did seem open to some degree. Because the problem is there's Arden and then there's Choco Comet, and they're both very, very strong. Blue is honestly the least of my colors. We could just switch to black-red, because we picked these cards super early, but we were seeing Dreams of Lagoon and stuff. We just have to take Arden, I think. This card's messed up. And then we're trying to build a control black-red deck, maybe. So we'll take Sephiroth's Intervention now to go with it. We could technically play blue a little bit, but we only have 3 blue cards, and 2 of them are like cantrips, so we'll just keep taking the black-red cards for now. Yep, okay, we're going to just try to play all 3, because Lunar Whale's just absolutely bazonkers as a card. We already have 1 land. We'll pick up other lands pretty aggressively. We could just be blue-black and splash the red. Like play a few mountains for the calls. Or just splash the Suplex and Lightning Bolt in blue-black. Because Lunar Whale is such a strong card. It's like better than all my red cards. I don't think we're going to wheel summon Esperama. But it would be good in the deck, I think. Though we aren't as heavy red anymore. Yeah, if we hadn't opened Arden, I think we'd be in real good shape to just play blue-red. I guess we could technically still do that, but Queen Brana is okay, but I think we'd just rather get the land now at this point so we don't necessarily need to play all 4 of these blue cards, but splashing Lunar Whale seems totally worth it. And Crossroads Village helps with that. Queen Brana is also really strong, but more so for aggressive decks. We're playing a control deck. Boom, we get another removal spell. I do really like Undercity Dire Rat when I have Arden, because it like cuts a whole turn off of the clock on that. Ice Magic's really strong, though. And just being a blue-black deck splashing red. Yeah, we'll take another Ice Magic. All's well that ends well. Nyx Bloom Ancient, no. We get a Dire Rat now, which is perfect. It's all coming together. It is kind of interesting because we're kind of playing every single card we've drafted, except our first pick, which is hilarious. But Call the Mountain Chocobo is also really good with Arden for hitting your land drops. Take the Black Mage's Rod over the UFO, I think. UFO could be okay if we end up with more towns, but I think Black Mage is just pretty good. We get another... Ooh, we wield a Suplex. That's crazy. There's another Dire Rat. That's funny. There's change on this table and it stuck to my elbow. Yeah. Get another Suplex. Sahagin came back nice. And now Summon Esperama is looking really good in this deck, though it might be hard to cast with double red. Okay, pack 3, here we go. Choco Comet and Overkill in the same pack. Both of which are excellent. There's also a blue-black land. We probably aren't going to wheel it, but it's great. The rare is fantastic. I think we're going to be splashing blue. We're going to play black, red, splash, blue probably. So Choco Comet's going to be a card we can cast consistently, and it'll be great for us. So, and we have plenty of mana for it. So I think this card's going to be better than Overkill, even though Overkill's amazing. I do think this land is pretty good. I do think Fang is pretty good. Marlboro's card we kind of lack a little bit of top end. Like how are we actually winning the game? Like Dark Knight's Greatsword, our creature count's pretty low. 5 creatures. Called Mountain Chocobo's a couple creatures though. The land is very good for us though for playing all of our powerful spells. We already have plenty of ice magics. Marlboro would be nice, but we're not going to take it here. We'll just take the land. However, overkill is above the threshold of where I would take a black-red land, especially because we might even wheel this black-red land. I don't love Capital City because getting triple black is hard enough, and if we have to rely on it, we have to get the 9 mana, which is already way more than we want. Overkill is just a premium removal spell. Guess we can win with Demon Wall. We have plenty of value. There's 2 different towns in this deck, so if we wheel one, we might play Capital City, but would not be my favorite card to play. Okay, now I guess we get Undercity Dire Rat. Kind of a weak pack for us. Ice Magic or Resentful Revelation. I like the Revelation. Helps me dig towards my colors, my powerful spells. Ice Magic, we already have 2 of them. Our curve is already pretty high. Now we have 2 Dreams, 1 Resentful, which is a pretty decent mix. Lots of green cards in this pack. Sure, we'll just take another Ice Magic now. We have a lot of kill spells, a decent amount of value. We should be able to win these games. Black Waltz, Nimba 3. That could be a decent win con. Overall, I think this deck is solid. We've got Arden, we've got Lunar Whale, we've got plenty of ways to attack our opponents, tons of removal. It's just about whether or not we'll be able to make the mana work at this point. 3 lands does help. We might wheel a land. We will take Starting Town. That gets all our colors. We don't need another Resentful Revelation. This land is pretty solid for us. But we'd rather just get a town that helps us tap for all 3 of our colors. Boom. We got Marlboro. We didn't wheel the black-red. No, the blue-black land was in this pack. Didn't wheel that, but Marlboro is a great extra top-end threat. Plays great with Arden because you cycle it and then you have something to get back for sure. 3, 4. So we have to make 4 cuts to this deck. That should be pretty straightforward. Okay, there's another Marlboro. Perfect. Fang isn't doing tons for us. 3 Marlboros is a little bit much. But I didn't really want the Lindblum. Maybe I was supposed to take it. It's just I want as many mountains as possible with all the mountain chocobos, because I don't want those to run out of stuff to go get. Okay, so let's see what we shall see here. So blue is probably my lightest color. Just looking at this, no, blue and red are equal here. I'm not going to be playing that. Choco Comet can be a late game spell. We're just splashing some lighter stuff. We have a couple of late game red spells, so we'll just make sure we have enough to use our chocobos properly. And cast our suplexes on time. We might not even splash the suplexes, honestly. We don't have a lot of payoffs for the Call the Mountain Chocobo. So we'll just play 1 Chocobo. 1 of those, 1 suplex. 5, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 lands. 1 Call the Mountain Chocobo. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red sources. 5, 6, 7, 8 black, blue. 5, 6, 7, 8 black. 8 blue, 8 black. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red. Bum, 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 bum. I don't think we need the Dark Knight's Greatsword. These are, we probably don't need 3 ice magics. We probably don't need all the Marlboros, so. Yeah, there's 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources plus 2 Marlboros. 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red sources. Yeah, should be pretty solid. The two Marlboros give me a lot more late game, which is nice. Suplex, we have so many options in this deck, but I think this is going to be pretty solid. I think I'm playing a pretty good mix. I could cut Suplex for another Ice Magic, but I like having the variety to some degree. My mana is pretty good, so should be able to make it work. I'll see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my channel at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos, if you've enjoyed all of the special guests I've been able to bring on, if you find my videos entertaining, educational, hopefully a combination of everything, Patreon is the way to give back to the channel, help me make more videos, and also gain access to cool bonus content that's going to help you in your drafts, like my card-by-card tier list and my format thoughts document. I put a lot of work into these, and I think they are really helpful resources for you. And you're also helping keep the channel thriving. I want to give a special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a huge difference, and without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round one. Easy keep. We've got our Arden, we've got our Rat to help us get there. Dreams to help us hit land drops. Sephiroth's is great in our deck. Okay, Resentful Revelation. I think that means we lead with the Rat. Because the Rat hits the hardest. Can attack right away. The UFO, okay. They're mono black so far, but they have some blue cards, it looks like. Play Sahagin. Okay, UFO. Slightly operational. They still don't have blue mana. We're just trying to hit our land drops. Beautiful. Chip in for one. Play another Rat. It's good they're filling their graveyard, giving us options for our Arden eventually. Double red might be tricky for us to get. I may have done this slightly. We're just trying to hit our land drops. Playing Esperama might be a bit aggressive. It's like another kill spell. Splashing Suplex is probably just better. Or just playing another Ice Magic. Choco Comet is really good. Gives you a lot of different angles of attack. Okay. They're gonna Vein Treachery it or something. We don't really want to let them trade an Undercity Dire Rat for a Town Greeter because they could just double block, activate the UFO, though I guess it would get in more damage that way. Yeah, okay. Attacking with the Rats wasn't going to accomplish much. They go block, sack. I figured they might have Vein Treachery based on the way they were playing that anyway. I want to save this because if they have a Sin or something, that's what a lot of Sultai decks have. Oh gosh. Hate to see it. Ultimacia. Okay, we'll chip in for some more damage. And then the Demon Wall. I just noticed that they have this rock as their pet. That's funny. I have my trusty fox. Okay, Ignis. That's not good for me. That card's quite good. When they activate the UFO, I'm going to use Ice Magic on it. I know it would technically kill my rat for a treasure, but I really don't want to do that. I don't want to just lose my rat for no reason. And I'm still have to draw a land to play the Arden anyway, and they could have counter spells, kill spells, all that stuff, so UFO is kind of annoying, so we'll just get rid of it. Oh no, Summon Titan. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill that with Sephiroth's Intervention. That was scary, a little bit of lag there. Their deck only has 10 cards in it, so if I can hold on, they're gonna maybe be able to struggle to win. The Wandering Minstrel. Beautiful. There's the mountain I needed. Kill that. Minstrel's not really an issue right now. It's just stopping my attack, so I'm going to kill it. I have 5, 6, 7 mana, so Arden's coming down. I have 2 Malboros in the deck, too, and just the milling from the Malboros could be a big factor. Summon Esperama's actually looking pretty good here. It's a kill spell. Pumps my guys up. Omega. Yikes. That thing hit like a truck. Suplex, ironically, would have saved me here. Sure. So this is going to mill them for 3. Okay. They have a counterspell. Got him. So they only have 5 cards left. This guy can jump block for a turn. And then play Arden, get a... There aren't 14 or more cards in my library. Get a Ultimacia, maybe? Okay, okay. No, they're tapping all my guys. Okay, that's a good draw. I should have equipped this first. Whoops, I missed out on 1 damage. We'll see if it matters. You take my hands off the keyboard sometimes. Okay. This thing drawing them cards, unironically, would lose them the game before they could kill me with it, I think. Because they could hit me 3 times or whatever. I'm not even going to have to play Arden. They're just going to deck themselves from playing Town Greeters. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, they should probably suplex. It's so cool with Arden to get it back. Oh, man. Double red's just really tricky, and for a card that you often want to play like relatively earlier, like Choco Comet you want to use in the late game. 2 double red cards is a bit finicky. We'll just add in an extra suplex. Though I do have so many instants and sorceries, it's crazy. They milled one anyway. They have 2 cards left. Do they have Lab Man in their deck? Gonna have to be careful. Lab Maniac is like the bonus sheet card that would let them win if they had no cards in their library. Okay, ping them. If I lose to Lab Man, I lose to Lab Man. Their last card is UFO. They just play Lab Man, crew this thing up, win the game. That would be absolutely crazy if that's their strategy. Oh my gosh. They can't actually do it this turn, though. Because they'd have to draw one more card. Q Kern Merchant, sure. They have Tifa's Limit Break or something? No, okay. Yep. They're out. Okay. Got him. I mean, I don't know why they haven't surrendered yet. I'm just going to cast some spells. We'll say good game. Okay, Doki. Not going to do anything crazy here. Just get back their Omega. No big deal. Let's just let this thing end. Me and my opponent are just taking game actions. That's funny. Nice. See you next round. Oh, actually, no, we'll change the suplex thing. We shall change the suplex. Sweet. Cool. Now I'll see you next round. Welcome to another round. On the play, we can only cast one spell, but we have 3 lands. Dire Rat dies, I can cast Dreams to find my stuff. I'm just going to keep it. I have plenty of blue sources. I've got a Dire Rat that's probably going to eat the dust at some point. I have plenty of black and red spells I could draw. And yeah, basically if I draw blue source, this hand becomes totally fine, and I have 8 of those. And Resentful Revelation, yeah, we're chilling. Okay. Magitech armor. Yikes. Probably gonna Ice Magic. No, I don't really want Ice Magic. I'll use Stuck in Summoner Sanctum on something here. Depending on what they crew. I don't want to just kill this 1/1. I want to use blue spells rather than like Overkill, because I want to be able to go Dreams plus Overkill next turn. Pixie, sure. It's not the end of the world. Sure. Do I Ice Magic the cargo ship here now? Or do I Stuck the Magitech armor? Let's Stuck the Magitech armor. Paladin's Arms, sure. That'll trade with Dire Rat. Again, not the most efficient play. This is pretty easy. Kill the Ilmeg Pixie now. Try to trade with Paladin's Arms. Overkill this thing maybe. I have so much removal in this deck, I don't really mind using it like this. Though I might just take 2 and use Dreams of Laguna this turn. We will see. Oh, okay, okay. I will kill the cargo ship. Especially because Lionheart adds some extra pressure from these guys. Bouncing one of those tokens after it's all heavily equipped is pretty good use of my mana. Play Dreams. Do I need Black Mage's Rod? Yeah, it's probably helpful. They'll just equip this here. I have to use my treasure, but I can bounce it. Save myself a bunch of damage. And if they don't want to, if they want to like cast a spell on their turn, then it's a little easier for me as well. Because you always have to think, okay, they might want to cast something. They don't necessarily want to have to equip the Lionheart. So now they're going to equip. Okay. They've got a slight advantage on me here. That's a good draw, though. My last mountain. Would I rather have 2 2/2s or a 3 2? I think 3 toughness is nice. 3 power is nice. Being out of mountains for Call the Mountain Chocobo. Definitely annoying. Weapons vendor, okay. So this game's actually very even because the board state, they're slightly ahead because of their equipments, but I have more lands in play and I have some like Arden in the deck to draw. So they have 3, 6 lands and I have 7 lands. So I have 1 extra land, 1 less card in hand, but I'm going to draw a card on my turn. I have the Dreams of Laguna to flashback. And the Call the Mountain Chocobo to flashback. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to go for board state impact first. Just get another creature into play. Play our land out. There's none of those to go get. That's fine. I think 3 mountains is the correct number. 4 would have been, I think, overkill. Okay. Dreams of Laguna. Oh, gosh. So now they're even on the Dreams of Laguna count. So we've that resource is equal. They have 1 card they drew from turn. I have 2 more lands in play. They're slightly ahead on board. So. Okay, now only 1 more land in play. I think this game might come down to whether I draw Arden or not. They have a kill spell. They'll use it on one of my tokens. That's fine. They might mill my Dreams of Laguna or something. And that's probably not good for me. Those are my best cards. They milled Choco Comet and Arden. We have 2 Marlboros, though. Marlboro would be a great draw here. Okay, yeah, this is not good. That's how it goes, though. Yeah, we'll keep Suplex. I don't love it, though. I'm milling 6 more cards. Yeah, this one's going to be tricky to win. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to scoop this one up. They got me good. Tough defeat there, but we didn't draw our best cards, and that's what you need to do to win sometimes. See you next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. Just what we were looking for. All our colors, some really powerful spells. Up against a Grand Pulse Ochu. Go Mountain, because if we find a Mountain off the Revelation, we can Choco Comet that thing. Yeah, we'll just take the Ice Magic. We have plenty of lands here in this hand. I know this would get us double red, but that's fine. We can use Choco Comet later. We're only taking 1 a turn from this. Torgal is definitely going to take a bolt to the face, though. And I will cycle Marlboro, I think, because I have a 7-drop. I have another Marlboro ready to curve into. Playing 1 Marlboro is usually good enough. Okay, and this will just make sure I hit my lands. I have the Arden still. We want to make sure we can use our mana effectively to hit our land drops. Okay, we will Ice Magic the Fang. Put it on the bottom, nice. Okay, slightly unfortunate how this Marlboro thing ended up working out, because we drew a land every turn after that, but we'll still have a nice little 6-drop and nice little 7-drop to play. It looks like they have like all kill spells in hand. So we're kind of just playing into their hands when we play Marlboro here, but we don't want to do nothing for this following turn. We'll get it out of their hand. Getting a little bit of value. I assume they have Sephiroth's Intervention to kill it. And who knows what they actually have. We got rid of a Balam T-Rex, so that's pretty good. Yeah, they have Sephiroth. Perfect, okay. Not surprised. They have Marlboro too? No, they have nothing. Okay. Well, I think we'll just go land Revelation. Be mana efficient. Take the Treachery. Mill over the Dreams of Laguna. It just makes sense to use our mana when we can. Then the Chocobo is going to be good. Okay, sure. Iridia's Return. Definitely go this into Dreams of Laguna or Ice Magic this turn. This is why we're only playing 1 Call the Mountain Chocobo, even though it's pretty reasonable in our deck. Okay. Okay, we know pretty much everything in their hand, which is good. Torgal actually doesn't do that much here because it just trades with a bird. Oh, now it does something. Yeah. We don't want to deal with a 3/4, so we'll just put this into their deck and then they'll mill it over. If they put it on top, which they probably should to fuel up the Grand Pulse Ochu. No, they don't put it on top. Weird. Okay, this card's really good. I had never played with it, and then I started it, and I was like, okay, that card's actually really, really strong. Okay. Sure. So all their creatures are kind of a problem for me now. Let's actually just do this. Hit a land drop, and then we'll use Choco Comet on the 1/1. We have plenty of kill spells. We can afford to kill everything, pretty much. My hand is juiced. And that guy's going to be a problem over time. This is a great trade for me. This is why I was dealing with the Shinra reinforcements. I was like, okay, nice. So they have 2 spells that I know about. I have 3 kill spells. Balam is going to definitely die. So let's start with this. See what we find. Arden is amazing. Play land, pump all my guys up. Then we'll kill the Balam. And Bob's your uncle. Oh, Vanille, sure. We might kill Vanille so that we can get back one of our things. Chocobo, sure. Yeah, we're going to kill Vanille so we can get it with Arden and then get back a Marlboro or something. Oh, no, we'll get back a Marlboro first because the Vanille's not going anywhere. And in this way, we'll take care of many problems with 1 stone. So how's this Chocobo? Not doing anything. Play land so we can use our stuff. Name red mana. Buff. Next to combat. Get in Marlboro to take out their giant guy. Okay, goodbye, Balam T-Rexor. Perfect, and pass the turn. Yep, that's a guy. Ah! Tortoise. The Tortoise is here. Okay, I think I can kill him this turn. Get rid of blocker. I have 2 menace guys that they can't block. Yeah. Super dead. Yep, my graveyard again. Marlboro. I could have gotten Vanille and then played Marlboro. It doesn't really matter. I'll let them have the moral victory of killing Arden if they want it. The Tortoise is terrifying if it comes into play. Though I have some kill spells that can deal with it. They do not want to kill the Arden. Doesn't matter either way. Nice. Got another win. See you next round. Welcome to another round. We're actually 2-2, even though we're only 2-1 in the recorded games because the MTG Arena disconnected last round, so it just kind of ruined my game. So it's not really worth showing those ones. They're not particularly educational when you don't actually get to play the game. Anyway, I'll just report it to Arena. It'll be fine, but we're 2-2 instead of 2-1. But we're still battling, hoping to do well. Heck dies. Okay, we're gonna get ditch an island. Sometimes I'm gonna ditch Dreams of Laguna, because then I can immediately flash back. No, I'll ditch an island. I don't need the island. Boom, immediately rewarded for good plays. But yeah, so this could be the end. Hopefully we can have a nice win here, get a little bit of a string going. Ooh, they're cycling, so they need lands probably. So that means most of these are all these are spells probably, presumably. I was tempted to trade 1 damage for 1 damage there. I love Dreams of Laguna. It's such a nice little card. All creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn. Sure. It's funny because they clearly meant to look at my hand, but looking at my hand would have also been really bad. Reveal, choose an artifact or creature card, and they discard it. That's the one they wanted to pick, but they also might have shame scooped to that one because I also have no creatures in hand. That's why Poison the Waters is bad. Oh my gosh. It's funny because I had a round where I didn't get to play, and then my opponent just had a round where they just... That happened. Well, that's pretty funny, so... Yeah, I don't mind keeping that one in, but... Gosh. See you next round. Welcome to another round. Fantastic hand. All our colors. This is going to get black mana. We have our Ardent. Having Ardent and Lunar Whale in the opener is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet for sure. Okay, we're going to play the Baron here. Make sure we can suplex a 2-drop if need be. This thing can hit us for a few turns and we're okay with that. Yeah, we'll probably suplex that just to make sure we can not take 10 damage a turn. Not 10 damage, but you know what I mean. It hits hard enough. It hits us for 3 damage a turn while they're hitting their land drops, which will presumably be for the near future. We can always Sephiroth something if need be. The Shapoof. Okay. Another Ochu. Okay. That is a great draw. Let's Lunar Whale still. But we can Lightning Bolt. Ooh, Rat is perfect. Perfect. Now if there's a land on top, we can do some stuff. We've got... Ooh, Summon Fenrir is really good. That's a really good card. Plays well with the Shapoof as well. Oh, they're missing land drops. That's good for me. Okay, play this. Crew. Attack. Bounce an Ochu that's been buffed. I just want to hit some land drops. I guess the Ochu's going to get buffed up again. Okay, that guy's going to die to Sephiroth's. Okay, they're buffing that up. This is okay for me. I'm down to 7, though, which is a little bit low, but we should be fine. We're going to go back up to 9 soon. Man, I really want to hit my land drops, but... Crew, attack, play this, bounce this. Maybe hit a land. Okay, we'll be patient here. Maybe I should have been patient last turn, not attacked. Just use my lightning bolt or whatever. Saz, Katsroy. Okay, that's not great for me. I hate to see that. Sure. Think Lunar Whale's gonna have to eat an Ochu here or trade with an Ochu. Yeah, we'll Sephiroth this guy. Lightning Bolt the Saz next turn. Gardener, sure. If we can hit a land, we can play Demon Wall and Lightning Bolt. That's a bummer. Real bummer on that front. That makes sense. Ugh, got a little bit stuck on lands here. Maybe we took slightly too much damage. Yeah, okay, that's not good. I forgot they could animate this. We go to 1. There's nothing we can do here. Oh well, we tried. Sucks that we lost a game to a disconnect, but we did win that game right after, which was kind of funny. Overall, reasonable deck, 3-3. It was really strong when it came together. The mana was a little bit dicey at times, but it was a pretty fun one, and I'm glad we got to play some more Grixis Control. If you made it to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag Grixis to let me know you made it all the way to the end. This was a sweet one. Tons of removal spells, only 7 creatures, though of course this is a creature. This is kind of a creature, so this is kind of doing some stuff. But yeah, really fun deck. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.